This year we are doing something that I haven't done for a very long time, and that is decorating a little bit for Valentine's Day. In our cabin, everything that we are using to decorate came from the Dollar Tree or from stashes that I have had from my childhood. One item came from Aldi. I have noticed a few things, mostly at the Dollar Tree, and I've pulled a few things out of my storage bins to put around for Valentine's Day. It's just because, the simple reason, that they make me feel happy. We have been living in a camper for 5.5 years, and even before that, we were like all packed up, probably for another year. We're in anticipation of moving, and we just have not had a space where we can kind of settle in, make it nice, make it homey. And so there's something in me that has been kind of relaxing into this, having a home and settling into it. And so there's really nothing fancy that we're doing. But I did get a few things at the Dollar Tree. At the end of my Dollar Tree haul video, I showed you a few of the Valentine's Day things, and I went back and got a couple more that I just happened to see, and I just thought these were awfully cute. They look like the little conversation hearts, and so they had 4 colors. And so I got one of each of the colors, and then I just felt like they needed something more. I felt like they needed to have a yellow. And so, because, I don't know, just felt like they did. So I stopped by the Dollar Tree a couple of nights ago, and I got one of their Dollar Tree paints. This is not an endorsement for the Dollar Tree, it just happened to be what I got. This is the Crayola paint. I thought it was like a temperate paint. Oh my goodness. This was really gummy and gross, and it never really covered. I painted one of these hearts, which happened to be this one, and it never covered it. It never covered the words. It just made it a sickly color of like pea soup green. So I wiped it off. You can see a little bit of the yellow haze on the back of this, but this paint just does not work. I do not recommend it, especially for $1. So I stopped by Walmart and I got a nice light yellow color of the apple barrel paint, and this is called Pale Daffodil. And then I got one called Orange Sherbet, and I'm gonna do one of each of those. So I'm gonna have pink, purple, blue, and green, and then I'll have orange and yellow. Silly, I know. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the words. I think that we'll just cross that bridge when I get to it. It may be that this being raised, I'll just trace over it with a marker or something. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put a new set of words on there or not. I just wanted them to look like the conversation hearts. It's gonna be in my windowsill. I pulled some lights out of storage that one of our boys had gotten, and they look really cute. They look like Valentine's lights. So we did our coffee table, and this was mostly stuff that we already had. The tablecloth I already had. This covering is actually like a head covering for people in the Arab nations, and I have the coil thing that goes around it from when my husband was in Israel, and it just made a really nice tablecloth, I think. It looks really good with our cabin theme. We already had the buffalo check. I pulled out this gingham throw, and that's already in here. And then we already have these little things hanging from Christmas, but we do have stars and hearts, and they just look cute, so I'm gonna leave them up for a while. I really love our mantle. It's just so cute. I did get the shelf sitters. I don't know if you can see them. Those are from the Dollar Tree. I pulled out a regular red scarf from my scarf collection, and that served really well. It's lacy and pretty. These shelf sitters are cute little bears. They have the beaded legs, and I just thought they were awfully cute. They were from the Dollar Tree, but they came from the $5 side. So they'll serve us for years to come, a his and a hers. I just really like them. They bring such joy and happiness to me. And then we have the candles, and we have the Home Sweet Home back up, the lights. It just adds to our simple Valentine's ambiance. In our bouquet from Christmas, actually, I just stuck a few of the glittery hearts to make it a Valentine's Day bouquet. And all the simple things I already had. I already had these cute candles, and I just added a doily. And then the lights look really good with this. And we just strung them above the windows, and the Dollar Tree garland that says love you. It has some sequins on it. I just thought it was cute. It's just a little something to make it more cheerful. Let me just show you a couple things that I did. The potpourri I had left over from Christmas, and it was already a nice Christmassy smelling one. I just poked these little hearts in there. This is the Dollar Tree felt heart table runner. And then I already had these red candles, and so why not just add to it? I think my husband might have thought I went out and bought all this stuff, but I actually didn't. This was a card that my mom passed along a long time ago. It's like a credit card that says I love you. It even has the magnetic strip on the back. And it says, this card is infinite value and never expires. Pass it on to a loved one. I love that. Here's my tiered tray that I got back several months or maybe a year ago at a thrift store. It's a metal tiered tray. It's very kind of lacy. And I just put some greenery from one of the dollar stores. And then these hearts my mom made many, many years ago. I mean, I'm talking like probably when I was 12 or 13. I don't know how old I was. I have cherished them ever since. And I have not put them out for many years because they have been packed away. So back probably from the 80s when she made these, I still have them. So they're just little stuffed heart things. And now I realize what a blessing I had all those years having a mom who did handmade things. Now it's such a rare thing that I think it's a real treasure. These little roses are made from felt, and they actually were on sale at the Dollar Tree last year where I have had them. So I really like them. I looked for some more again this year, but now they only have roses that are made of plastic and foam, and so I don't like them nearly as much. The last thing that we have that's not really Valentine's, but can be Valentine's. May this home be firmly built upon faith, held humbly together by hope, and ever lit by the light of God's love. So that's always love, and that's always in season. And now let me go and paint those hearts. You know, the Dollar Tree is not always $1 anymore, but these hearts are wood and they are still at $1.25. So I got 6 of these. 4 will keep the original color and 2 will be painted. Now they are wood, but it is like a pressed wood, so you can't get it wet. I wouldn't trust that because it might swell. Cutie Pie and Be Mine are gonna get a new paint coat. This is obviously the simplest job ever. There's no real great skill to this. And I am just going to use this sponge to paint them. So I figure, I could be wrong, I figured that I'm going to use the yellow on top of the green for maybe getting easier coverage. And I'm just going to squirt a little bit on and spread it around. This paint is so much better than the other. Good grief. The other was like transparent. It was crazy. And I realize now I should have done the sides first. That would have been easier to get a nice smooth finish on the top. It's going to take a couple coats. The point here is doing something simple. Just having a few things that can bring a little bit of joy and brightness is what I'm going after. Was able to paint the yellow and the orange hearts, and these are exactly the colors that I wanted. I wanted those pastel colors, so they would go with our other hearts. And as you can see, we have a whole slew of 6 hearts now, and all the colors of the pastel rainbow, and now I get to put them around. I had kind of planned to make some messages on these, but I just decided to leave them plain. So I'm going to put these in the window, and for me they look like sweet hearts or, you know, conversation hearts. And I thought it would be a simple thing to go to Walmart or the Dollar Tree or anywhere and just pick up some conversation hearts to put in a jar to put with these big conversation hearts. Well, I had no idea. Couldn't find them at Walmart except for in little bitty packages. The Dollar Tree didn't have any. And yesterday when we were out at Aldi, I finally found a pack of sweet tarts. And so they are conversation hearts, and I'm going to put these in put them in a jar. It says there's 10.5 ounces. So I have this jar that used to have jelly in it, which might work. Or I have this big, pretty jar that I think that will probably look like I need 2 bags, and I didn't really want to get 2 bags. And if I can't use either of these, I will get like a pint jar or something. Let's try this one first. I think this is probably going to be the one. Not quite. And these hearts are a little bit more pale than ones from the past, like from my childhood. I said I could put them in here, but I think it's going to dwarf it. Let's just give it a try. I just like this one. It's pretty, it's cute, and I know it looks like it hardly has any in it, but I'm just going to have to not let that bother me. I like the hearts arranged in groups of 3, but with one in the back, it just seemed too level. So I propped them up on a little cardboard thing, and that just seemed to help. It accomplished what I wanted it to accomplish and added a little bit of color to my sink. And so here you have our Valentine's Day decoration. I basically just wanted to show you that you can do little small things that will bring you joy, will bring a little brightness to your day and to your home, and that will hopefully make people feel like they are loved and appreciated. So don't just add decorations, go ahead and say the words, "Be mine, cutie pie, I love you," anything like that that comes to your mind. See if these are the nice ones or the mean ones. So this one says, "Sweetie pie, miss me." What does this one say? "You are kind." That was sweet. You are kind. That's a good one. "Love you." Yeah, these are the nice conversation hearts. I like the nice conversation hearts much better than the mean ones. At Aldi, you just never know. They had like pants and shirts and jammies and everything that have all these mean sayings. Get lost. So this says, "First kiss, kiss me, sweet pea, sweet pea, ooh la la." So you can have a lot of fun with conversation hearts. You can string them all in a line and, you know, like make sentences out of them, and that's a lot of fun. So it's almost like a fortune cookie. You can just have a lot of fun with conversation hearts. So do something for Valentine's, surprise your family, do something just for fun and for beauty. From our little cabin to yours, until next time, I hope you stay well, stay safe, and may God bless you. So tell me what you're doing to make someone happy today in light of Valentine's Day.